Hey everybody, welcome to Daily Reflections with Chris. My name's Chris, and today for our daily reflection, I guess let's just get started right away. Okay, so today is June 25th, and today's entry is called a two-way street. If we ask, God will certainly forgive our derelictions, but in no case does He render us white as snow and keep us that way without our cooperation. And that's from the 12 and 12, page 65. When I prayed, I used to omit a lot of things for which I needed to be forgiven. I thought that if I didn't mention these things to God, He would never know about them. I did not know that if I had just forgiven myself for some of my past deeds, God would forgive me also. I was always taught to prepare for the journey through life, never realizing until I came to AA, when I honestly became willing to be taught forgiveness and forgiving, that life itself is the journey. The journey of life is a very happy one, as long as I am willing to accept change and responsibility. All right, I'm going to read that first part one more time. It says, if we ask, God will certainly forgive our derelictions, but in no case does He render us white as snow and keep us that way without our cooperation. That's from the 12 and 12, page 65. Folks, for those of you who are in recovery, maybe some of us, especially, I know what I was like when I first came in. A lot of church hurt. I was like, man, I hardly want to talk about God, but okay, it's part of the program, and this program works. So let's see. So for me to make it, I have to kind of keep this open mind. It's like, okay, I'm not quite jiving with it, but I'm open to it because, but I'm open to it because I needed something right. I needed something that worked. I was tired of living my life the way that I was living it. I was tired of just doing nothing with my life, just being a sore to myself, to others, just being like this empty shell of a person. And maybe sore is like a harsh word, but it's okay. It's okay for me to say that, what I used to be, and it's okay for others to also think of me that way. Let's get honest here. I was not the nicest person nor the easiest person to get along with or to live with or to live, right? People watched me pour alcohol into my body till I nearly died. People watched me do drugs until I started doing things that I said I would never do. People watched me. So if they want to call me a sore, like, I'm totally cool with that, because I'm not going to hold it against you, because now I know what it was like to live with me. Now I know what it was like to watch me. Now I know what I was like under the influence of drugs and alcohol, which is not the person that I am today. But how do I stay that way? Well, I come to these meetings, and I read the literature, and I do these steps, and I pass it on to others, and I try to be a member of society that's somewhat functional, right? So right here it says, well, okay, so I'm asking God for forgiveness, right? And I've always found it harder to forgive myself, right? So I've kind of like my little prayer. This is something I do. You don't have to do it this way, but maybe you could find something that works for you that's similar, right? My little prayer is, God, forgive me. I pray that person forgives me too, because I hurt people, right? And help me to forgive myself, right? Which is the hardest, because God is like, what? Forgive you? Boom, done. And the other person, well, they may or may not forgive me at that moment, but I pray that they will, and I'll work towards that, right? But to forgive myself was like one of the hardest things that I've ever had. Just like, dude, you screwed up again. Dude, you did it again. Dude, why did you do that? Dude, I would keep telling myself things like that, and man, to survive was like hard for me. It was so hard for me. Oh my God, I'm getting people in my meeting. People are showing up. So I cut this short, but in the end, I guess what I wanted to share more than anything is like, okay, God can forgive me. He sent me to this program. He can show me new things, but I need to cooperate. How do I cooperate? well, I don't do those things. To the best of my ability, I don't do those things anymore that hurt people. I just don't pick up that drink. I don't pick up that drug. I don't call the drug dealer. I don't lie. I don't steal. I don't cheat as much as possible, right? Because I am human. I will do those things again at the drop of a dime. If I choose to do it. If I choose to lie, I'm going to lie. If I choose to cheat, I'm going to cheat. If I choose to drink, I'm going to drink. If I choose to get high, I'm going to get high. Thank God this is a one day at a time program. Today I get to choose. Today I get to be different. Today I get to forgive. Today I get to ask for forgiveness. Today I get to forgive myself. And the best way to make a living amends to myself after working so hard to forgive myself is to accept responsibility and to not do it again. It's like, man, I screwed up. Okay, why am I still screwing up? What's going on? What do I need to learn? What do I need to work on, right? Now, if I'm not screwing up, I'm not screwing up. I ain't got to ask myself those questions, man. I keep it moving. But if I keep doing the things that are hurting people, then I got to, if I want to survive this, if I want to not drink today, if I want to learn to be a partner among partners and worker amongst workers, then I'm going to have to do some work. And what is that? Well, I don't know, call my sponsor. Look, this is what happened. This is how I felt. Can you help me? Have a suggestion? Maybe do some writing. Well, mad at this person because this is what that person did, and this is how it made me feel, and this is my part. And then take responsibility for my part. What was your part, Chris? Man, well, shit, you haven't worked on your issues. You haven't worked on certain things, and man, let's go. Let's get this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And this program is a lot like that. It's what I make of it. It's like, okay, it could be a program of chastising, but it's not. It could be a program of just judging me, but it's not. It could be a program of just finding my faults, but it's not. It's with my old thinking, that's what it is. But with my new thinking, it's like, no, it's not judging me. It's asking me to analyze myself so that I could, if I want to, be a different person. I don't have to, but if I want to, I can be. It's asking me to write some stuff down so we could get some clarity on what's really going on. It's asking me to share this with somebody else because that person can help me see things I can't see. It's asking me to ask God for help because it's the only thing that can help in some situations. Especially with my alcoholism, it says we realized that no human power could have relieved my alcoholism. My mom couldn't do it. My dad couldn't do it. My grandma couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. My lovers couldn't do it. Money couldn't do it. I needed a spiritual experience. I needed a relationship with a higher power. I need something that could help me when nothing else could. Right? My relationship with the higher power, my relationship with God, my relationship, just like my relationship with anybody, just like my relationship with anybody is dependent on my cooperation. It's dependent on my part. It's dependent on what I'm willing to do. It's dependent on how much work what can I do? Right? So all that is dependent on me. This program is what I make of it. Life is what I make of it. My journey is what I make of it, right? Sorry, I'm sweating. The condition is not working in here, but anyway, here I am, waiting for somebody to get here. I'm at my new group, at the new group, sorry. It's called Tercera Tradición, and it's in Dripping Springs, Texas. It's a Spanish-speaking recovery meeting room based on the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's AA. So here we are. Here I am waiting. The coffee's ready. Cookies are ready. Cookies are bought, should I say. I didn't bake them, but they're bought, but they're there. And I'm waiting for the AC to kick in, but it's an old unit, so we might need to service it. But however, here I am doing my part, cooperating. This is what I'm giving, not just back to the community, right? Because I believe every community should have a recovery meeting room somewhere, right? To AA, NA, CA, whatever, just something to help those that still have church hurt, to help those who need a meeting every day of most of their life, forever. And I hate to say forever because it's one day at a time, but today's all we have. So for those who need a meeting or seeking a meeting, who just need to be in a safe space for an hour or two just so they don't drink or drug. I believe that every community should have one. And this community now has two. It has one in English and one in Spanish. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful to be a part of that. And so here I am doing my part. It's about to get started. I think there's one person outside. Hopefully he stays, because when a meeting group only has one or two people, some people will be like, well, it's cute, but I gotta go. But I need something. I need something else. The strength in number, right? But till then, here I am, waiting, expectantly, having it ready, prepared for whoever, whenever comes in, that I will be able to carry this message to them. The same message that was carried to me in a small room just like this, with like 3 or 4 people in it, that I got there and they said, Chris, you never have to drink again if you didn't want to. They didn't tell me I had to believe in God. They didn't tell me I had to do anything. They just said, keep coming back. And that's what I did. So here I am, folks. Thank you for your time. I know it was short today. So much I want to share with you guys, and I will. Because these topics that I read about, they're always apropos to my life. They're always apropos to the things the decisions that I make. I mean, I use this program as a very good checklist to what relationships I should be in, what jobs I should be doing, what, where should my money be, stuff like that. This program has really, really helped me do that for myself, and it's helped others too, because that's how I learned it, by learning by others who have also done it. So I'm very grateful for you guys, my faithful subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm praying one day we'll blow up, and if we blow it up, man, I'm gonna be so grateful to those who were there in the beginning, who didn't unsubscribe when they probably had every reason to. So thank you to everybody. So for now, I'm going to say bye, but I will see you soon. Bye, friends.